Hey, welcome to CryptoCoach365. We are on day 60 already. Hard to believe I've been doing this for 2 months already, but it actually feels like it's been a lot longer. Time flies when you have an exciting life like I do, I guess. Unfortunately, I'm still kind of recovering from the little London souvenir, so apologies if I'm sniffling. I want to preface this by saying that I am not endorsed by anybody yet. If I was going to be, I will tell you. But I want to talk about wallets, which are a pretty important part if you want to have any kind of cryptocurrencies or tokens or ICOs or whatever the heck you might have. So with regards to wallets, there's quite a large amount of selection out there, but most wallets can really be categorized into a few different types. So really when it comes to wallets, you would be trading ease of use for privacy and security, I guess you could say. So one of the wallets, it's actually type of the wallets that's the easiest to use is what would be a custodial wallet. That would be if you use Coinbase or any kind of exchange, pretty much exchange type wallets. And those kind of wallets they are being held by somebody else. Really, the main question is, where are your private keys stored? In a custodial wallet, as the name implies, somebody else has the custody of your keys. So with an exchange or Coinbase, for example, even though the wallet might be you're accessing it on your phone and receiving transactions on your phone, somebody else actually stores your keys for you. The benefit is that you don't have to worry about security. It's I guess the security is handled by professionals, hopefully, not always, because we know with some exchanges like Mt. Gox, professionals still screw up. But the downside is that you don't actually control your keys. So there could be issues where your account could be shut down, it could be restricted, or your money could be stolen, as has happened with a couple of exchanges. Excuse me. The big issue with custodial wallets is when all of your keys and everybody else's keys for all the money is stored in one location. That one location becomes a really massive target for hackers and thieves. So keeping your money in a custodial wallet, I would not recommend doing that unless you really don't understand anything about technology and you just don't want to risk keeping money yourself in any way. So, and if you must use a custodial wallet, I'd probably recommend, I guess, Coinbase. Yeah, the other issue is that custodial wallets don't give you any kind of privacy because all custodial services are required to report pretty much on everybody who has an account with them. They'll need your name, your identification, all that kind of stuff, and all of that's going to become public along with all your transactions. Well, not public, but it'll go to other entities that may be interested in knowing what people are doing with Bitcoin. The second kind is kind of a hybrid. This would be where the wallet is actually managed by another custodial company, but the private keys are stored on your own account. So an example of that is a very famous popular wallet called blockchain.info wallet. In that case, they store your keys and all your data, but all your keys are actually encrypted in a way that they don't have access to them. So the way that works is when you open a wallet on your computer or on your phone, that the keys get downloaded locally to your device and get decrypted on your device, and then you get to do all the transactions and checking balances and stuff on your device. And then when you're done, all that information gets uploaded right back to their servers. The benefit of that is you can access that wallet on any kind of browser, or, well, hopefully a secure, not a hacked browser. But you can access the keys, your wallet, from anywhere. And you still have access to your keys. So you kind of get the benefit of somebody managing your files and your accounts for you. while you still have access to your keys. So as long as you have a backup, they can't actually lock your account, and most of the time they can't track what your accounts are doing. Unfortunately, the downside is, yes, that sometimes they can, because it's not, you kind of have to trust that they're not going to be actually keeping track of where your transactions are moving to. And you have to make sure that the computer that you're using this wallet on is not has not been hacked, or is not, like, doesn't have a keylogger or something that'll track your account and steal your information. So kind of the best of both worlds, but it also kind of has some downsides of the custodial anyway. The last wallet is a one that is entirely on your device. So that would be a wallet that you have on your phone, that stores your keys on your phone, that requires you to make backup of your keys and requires you to manage your keys, and does all the transacting entirely on your own device. So these would be wallets like Mycelium, or which I used to work for, or my Edge wallet, which is actually now my favorite wallet. And the benefit of these kind of wallets is that you have all your keys on your device, all your transactions happen on your device, you have complete entire control of your whole money. The downside is that you do need to make a backup of your keys. Usually that would be in the form of a 12 to 24 words that you have to write down on paper. Please don't write it down on your computer, because your computer will be the first place that hackers will look for Bitcoin keys. But the backup is fairly simple. Like I said, just go through the process, write down the 12, maybe 24 words on a piece of paper. As long as you have that piece of paper with those words, you can restore your keys. And the benefit is that, as I said, you have complete control of your money, complete control over your transactions, and nobody actually can track what you're doing, or can freeze your account, or do anything with your money. It's effectively like you have cash in your in your regular leather wallet. There is one step further, which is a hardware wallet. A hardware wallet is a special device that is designed to store your keys on that hardware device in a way that those keys never actually leave the device. You can't extract them other than through a one-time backup. But whenever you're actually making the transactions, all those transactions happen on the device, and the keys actually never leave your device. So for example, if you wanted to make a transaction, the way it would work in more technical sense is your phone would create a transaction, then you would hook up, or your computer, you would hook up this hardware wallet to your phone or computer. The transaction would be sent to the hardware device. The hardware device will pop up with a little verification menu saying, are you sure you want to make this transaction that I just received? You verify the transaction gets signed directly on that device, and then gets sent back out to your phone or your computer. And in that way, your private keys never actually leave the device. An example of this would be a Trezor wallet, or a Treasure, or however people say it different ways, a Ledger wallet, and more recently a KeepKey wallet. The top two popular ones are Trezor and Ledger. KeepKey is kind of a new startup, but they're all fairly similar. For those, I would definitely recommend you get a hardware wallet if you have more than $10,000 worth of Bitcoin on your account, which, with the way Bitcoin tends to grow, could happen rather unexpectedly. Like you could have, you could be walking around with $1,000 worth of Bitcoin on your phone, and then a couple of months later, Bitcoin bubbles again, and suddenly you have 10 or 15,000 on your phone. So if that happens, please get a hardware wallet. So yeah, I guess to recap, custodial wallets, if you don't know technology at all, but be careful because you are relying entirely on somebody else to keep you safe. Your own wallet on your own phone, which is one I would recommend the most. Edge, for example, because it supports a lot of currencies and is developed by a very, very good team, and it works on both Android and iOS. So that would be one I would recommend if you do kind of understand hardware a little bit, but it's not really that much more, it's not really that much more technical. And mainly it's one, if you are comfortable with securing your own keys. And hardware wallets like Trezor or Ledger or KeepKey, if you have more than $10,000 for kind of like your savings account. So you would still use your phone wallet, that would be like your spending money, and all your savings and long-term investment would be kept in your hardware wallet. So that's it. If you guys have any questions about any of this kind of stuff, please feel free to hit me up. I'm always available to answer questions and help. And that's it for today. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.